just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Colorado's offense takes the field for the first time today. And, David, they've got a receiver that is able to command some extra attention. It could really help get this offense going.
Nah, you need that playmaker out wide. That guy makes the whole thing go, right? Having a guy, if you want to play man-to-man coverage, he's going to beat you. And he's shown the ability to do that sometimes for this offense. And he's a guy that has the defense's attention.
Yeah, I don't think this guy's winning the Whitney Confidor necessarily, but you're right, David. When he's one-on-one, he should be able to win those matchups. And based on how he's played this season, this quarterback should feel really good and really confident when he throws his way.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
It's complete on the right side. They bring him down with a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, not a lot the defense could do on that play. They got a curl route. They're playing zone coverage. Everybody got dropped to their spots correctly, but there was just way too much velocity on that throw. They didn't have a chance to break that one.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. All the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talk to the defensive coordinator coming into this game. He knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. From the gun again. Looking for one. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Buffaloes send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the punt team able to swing him to the ground. So Kansas offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm strength. He had this offense moving up and down.
They've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. On first down, here comes this offense. Right back to the wheel. Down the little space, and he's got forward into 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard games just because of the body blow effect.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They stop it at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. Gets it past the first down marker, still running. And he's brought down after a nice game. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking downfield, it's Duggar. It's to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Jayhawks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. Throws to the tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the back, and he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No gain on the play.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you have to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it. But the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down. This offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Well, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. It'll be a run on third and short. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been pumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here.
Takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
A strike downfield. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
To the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately. They've got it at the 25.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you've got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Line just tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Throws to the wideout. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Buffaloes had tough field position position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jason.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great because coverage is going to be right. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Not a chance he lets that one go. He's bringing it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Hand off from the gun. Gets it past the marker. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And when you run these counter-type plays, you're getting extra offensive linemen pulling at the point of attack, opening up a crease for that running back to gash the defense.
Now he's looking to throw it. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Kansas. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Quarterback's ability to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. And an explosive play. Has it on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays some no huddle.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be third and long. Gets the back moving. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Buffaloes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Now on first down from the 28. They're going to ride this running back. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You'd love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Jayhawks can really attack on this second and short. Looking to pass. It's Duggar. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawks.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this CUSA showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. FIU is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. Here we go, here we go.
Pump play action on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Buffaloes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Running back searching for a hole. I don't know if it was luck, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. They get him a rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
You know, strong safeties are known for their ability stopping the run, not so much in pass coverage or in rushing the passer, but that strong safety there showing you all of his ability.
And the Buffaloes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give out of the gun. Past the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Breaks into the open. They can get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
The Jayhawks with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Duggar. He's got him still on his feet. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in week 10. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, you can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the... And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry up. Corners are going to bail. 3rd and long, and he'll try to go for it. Oh, he wants it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling on until they find an answer.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Unleashes one. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking downfield, first down. Under fire. Interception. Things are going from bad to worse. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Back to throw, it's Duggan. He's taking the shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're in here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. To the air on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally scored. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen. Anything can change after you score like that.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Setting up the screen. Now marking down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got the quarterback right now in a group.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That one comes out hot down the right side. Intercepted. First half turnover can swing momentum. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The give it to the single back. Shut down in the backfield again, and that might do it here in the half. And what a way for this defense to wind up the quarter. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He'll keep it himself. It's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison. Or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas at Folsom Field.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. To the air, it's Douglas. Right down the middle. His man downfield.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
And the Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finding an escape route. Steps out to the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Jayhawks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it. And the field goal unit is on the field. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They took the 3 on that last possession, and now they'll try to get it back on the onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Red pass, it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Buffaloes decide to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settle for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now for this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups.
And it's picked off for the third time today. And he will step out of bounds, but what a way to get the ball back for his offense. They'll start this drive, going to the air. Balls it in. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try to impose their will. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Caught in the backfield. It's Church. There we go. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football, picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Buffaloes are on the move. Looking to play on first down. He's got his man across the middle. And the defense holds firm. No hiccup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. After him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
They just keep firing. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Nebraska is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Lincoln. One of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Rutgers. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the tailback. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Might as well give it to him again. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Donald. Looking right. Wide open downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Jayhawks getting set on 1st and 10. Lost a throw on first down. Here's a hit. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented talented you are as a quarterback, your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
Motion from the back. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. Kansas, quick strike through the air for the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Base 27, John. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot on the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Makes it. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. There's being no shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. He found the hole, got about... He's down at the 21. the Jayhawks in a good spot here with second and short.
Hey, let's get some momentum here, D.
They'll try the run. Turning it on. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Jayhawks just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. They'll go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
On the ready.
That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to throw, it's Duggar. Good timing on the quick out. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. In their vision of that play, someone would run free after making an easy catch. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to go except down.
Probably looked really good when they drew that one up on the board this week in practice, but obviously a lot more difficult to go out and execute. Give the defense.
Going downfield for the big play. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He goes down after the short return. What a play that gets a football back. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes with a second and short to keep this drive moving.
Hey, 27, jump.
Leaves him with the back. Still on his feet at the 35. Ripping off a really good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with the first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Got a little space. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Gets it out quickly. Spins away from the defense. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. There is striking distance at the 37. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Power football with the run. Makes a man miss. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll pull it on the read. And he got another first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. And the Buffaloes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next
look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press control. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possession. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it.
Momentum here, D. Fly around the football defense.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside.
Looking deep. And here's the fifth interception by this quarterback. Bringing it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return as it's set up in business.
If you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that pass. When you knew coming into this game, Dave, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets to his progression, Dave, and it gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Well, man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. Boise State is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 07 season where this program ran the Statue of Liberty play to win the Fiesta Bowl. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's a close one right now. They're trailing to Washington State. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff looking for a crease. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on defense stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They lining up to convert third down. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mark Chubb Jayhawk. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He's in open space now. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. Gets away from one, finds room. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
We're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wants to throw again. That's a fly. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Nice job by the offense. Going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go there, get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Lining up for the PAT. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Firmly in control of this game, we'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They get talked about a lot. Unless it's negative, but and they've got to get some push to get some.
Working their way closer and closer for a third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. The Jayhawks will snap it on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Duggar. Looking to the big tight end. He's got an open man.
Get you some of that. And with that completion, now he's over 400 yards on the day. That's a really, really good game for this quarterback. He's been almost flawless.
A 1st down run in the red zone. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Jayhawks. And they take it in for 6 more points. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game. Just find the plays in the schemes that were working. They learn a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fire. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. This defense will try to keep everything in front. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early,
deep down the right side. Makes a catch. Maybe a lot more. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. From the end zone, and it's picked up.
well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the game.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
With the win today, they're now